anything about it. Trump didn't hide this.
Earlier they had said those conversations stopped in January 2016.
I mean, the date, until you actually sit down and answer the questions, and you go back and you look at the papers and you look at the chart, you're not going to know what happened. That's why lawyers, prepare for those answers.
Is that a big deal or not? I mean, what exactly does it prove?
So a couple of things about this. First, it's not, this is an example of the mistakes Giuliani consistently makes when he goes on television to defend the president. He doesn't have a good grasp of the facts, and so you can see him kind of in real time struggling with the answers and walking into these alleys where he then says something that he's forced to defend in a way that admits that the president didn't tell the truth. Here's the problem with the answer about those conversations going, whether to the summer of 2016 or whether to November of 2016. One, as George Stephanopoulos pointed out there, it means the president was lying when he talked about this before. And Giuliani can try to claim that, he didn't remember and he's now just putting this together. I think it's obvious that that's not true. He wasn't telling the truth. The second is, remember what was happening when those conversations were going on. By the summer of 2016, it was already clear that the Russians had interfered in the election. They had hacked the DNC email accounts. They had taken them over. They had released them to the public. It was clear that not only were they a long-term adversary of the United States, but they were actually acting in real time to interfere with the election. So for a presidential candidate to be trying to seek a business deal in Russia at the same time that they were interfering in the election on his behalf is extremely problematic for the president. And it's why, Giuliani's answer that, it doesn't really matter how long those conversations were going, just doesn't really hold any water.
Okay, well then let's just go back to Glenn for a moment. Matt is saying that Rudy Giuliani scrambles because he doesn't have a firm grip on the facts. Maybe he absolutely does, but the facts don't help him. He continues to make this argument, though, that maybe to Matt's point, the president doesn't remember, he's doing the best he can, and he's not under oath. Does it matter that the president is lying to the American people over and over, but he's not under oath, so there's no legal jeopardy, according to Giuliani?
Yeah, the oath doesn't matter at all. What we see Mr. Giuliani doing, and I agree with you, Stephanie, he's not tethered to the facts. He's a PR flack at this point. And I saw a special kind of poor lawyering by Mr. Giuliani in that interview. What caught my prosecutorial attention was when he actually admitted, he was confronted with, Michael Cohen lies, and I think it was George Stephanopoulos said, the president lies, and Mr. Giuliani didn't defend him, didn't contradict him. He said, but the president was not under oath. So when a defense lawyer admits that his client is lying, in this case to the American people, it proves three things. One, it proves that he committed the underlying crime, or he wouldn't have to lie about it. Two, it proves that he had a corrupt intent, or he wouldn't have to cover it up. And three, those lies may very well constitute new crimes, obstruction of justice. So this is, I'm not going to say unprecedented poor lawyering, but it's extremely poor lawyering, and all of this will come home to roost.
Well, will it? Noel, take me to the Republican Party. We say, what will change President Trump's base? I would say nothing. I mean, President Trump's base does believe this is a witch hunt. They do believe he's being targeted. But Republicans, whether it's Susan Collins saying, there's questions that need to be answered, Marco Rubio saying no one's above the law, or other Republicans that simply avoiding saying anything.
Right. Well, I mean, you've got to realize, if you are a Republican Party operative, if you are a member of the Republican side of the Congress or the Senate, or if you're involved in anything with RNC or GOP, you've got to realize that Donald Trump is our president, all right? Donald Trump has got all these allegations, but nothing so far has come forward.
Hold on, so a whole lot of them.
But he's here. He is still functioning, and you've got to look at the base, looking at Donald Trump as this. You've made promises to me. You have kept those promises, so I like you. His base is getting stronger and stronger. When he does these